everyone! Welcome back to some more Trails in the Sky. Where we left off, I need to stop doing that. I have this really bad habit where I go, where we left off, so embarrassing. Anyway, we did a Red and Side story, and I think that was like, yeah. Oh, we also got the tournament arc, right. Was this still before? No. Right, Sundoor 3, sorry. Oh. Can I get in without having Punchman in my party? It would certainly seem so. Good day, it's nice to see you. So would you like to just... Oh, was that invitation I see? But I trouble you to have so... Thank you. I'll challenge the harder arena. See fit. Let's give it a shot, why not? Yeah, I forgot about this. How does it work to say I tried to purge it from my memory and failed? It's not the moment you've all been waiting for. Tonight, 4 new warriors are stepping up to the plate and challenging the hard arena. Let's fight to the death. I'm just gonna pop his thing here, so we're not gonna attack that. No. What do you need for?
All yours.
I was wondering if it actually had a knockback effect or if it's just really dramatic. No, it really does have a knockback effect. Come on, guys, actually show up and do something. Yeah, we're gonna need to heal Kevin.
I'll save you! Yeah!
Look at Ren, look at Ren, she's unhappy. We can't let Ren be unhappy.
I will run no more.
And he doesn't block.
Ready? Let's play! I'll save you!
Oh, don't like that. Shouldn't be allowed to do that. Sure, why not? Why not? Well, I kind of wanted to use Paytomator. Oh lordy. Maybe I was worried that that wasn't gonna, like, target enough. I think it will. I think we will.
Eat hot arrows! I will run no more.
So, yeah, that's fair and balanced.
Ready? Let's play!
Oh. Oh, she pronounced it Patamata. I see. That's probably more accurate to the, like, yeah, I know exactly how that feels. So I have. So yeah, you guys can just go. Die. I can't. I thought you leave healing to the professional. That's me.
Yeah! All right, what's next?
Ooh, supreme heartbreak. What if I just hit you with my stick like even harder, you know? Just like really put some effort into it. Oh lord. That's in fact Team Rheingold. I don't know. I'm not for sacrifice arrows, so let's shut the clock up the X's. Morale boost, and then once everyone's finished casting, I guess. I really like Kevin to give us a heal, yeah. Oh, what a coincidence.
I'll save you! I will. Run no more. Ready, catch and break!
I can make a lot work, I can tell. No particular weaknesses. Let's say just something to death score, who cares?
I will. Run no more. Ready, catch and break!
Oh, nice.
I will. Run no more. Ready, catch and break!
Strategy in motion.
Now.
We're good to go.
I didn't expect them to all explode, nor so violently, but
I'll save
we
you!
can recover. There we go.
We're good to go.
Ninja's hobby? Well, that's fun. The match is decided, and it wasn't even close. Time has passed at last. Time for the final round to begin. Let's find out. My father Kevin. Inside this in red corner we have a mini an ancient dragon. Team baby dragon. Wow. I'm sure this will have long-standing repercussions in the game. Oh no. Okay, that's bad. That's not good. They're just gonna put us to sleep all the time. We are going to be having problems and words to say.
I'll save you!
How do you wrap that?
Wanna see what I got?
Yep, that's fine. You're allowed to do that. No, wait, wrong target.
I'll save you!
It's hard to tell.
I will run no more.
Use this reviving. No, one of the last one. Blow them up.
This isn't good.
I can't believe I just got snow-graved. This is so nonsense. What?
I'm sorry.
Just, yeah, no, okay. I don't know. What was I supposed to do in this situation? Lost the order. Bye. I wonder it's Team Baby Dragon. Yeah, because they cheated. Glory to you. That is so ridiculous. Please tell me I don't have to go through all of that. No, I want to go back and I want to see if I can't stock up on craft points. These are my items. Nice. It's gonna be. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, whatever. Should just be a simple case of using morale or a saint or something, and then something. Oh, there's a crit there. Okay. Give me. All these bloody meatballs anyway. Pretty good actually. That's like a tactical option we can consider. Oh come on! That's just uncalled for.
We're good to go.
I will run no more.
Yeah, cut him all down. He doesn't deserve more.
Let's end this.
My attempts to conserve resources seems to backfire tremendously. Oh, whatever.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Very cool we can fight it multiple times. Like, because the EP drops, there is a world where you redo these fights for their drop. I'm not too sure it's this one. No!
Come on.
Should just be able to like, well, Explain.
I will run no more. May 1,000 thorns adorn your flesh with despair. May you be as garbage, ignorant and alone. Strike! Unholy spears of time!
Yeah, that seems so effective. Cue up a death screen with you. What's it out? Just hit the fencing there.
I'll save you! Yeah!
I think this is the best we can do. Oh, literally.
I'll save you! That's that thing. Let's move out.
Boom. Use a way to get time set. Now here comes the really hard part. I think important lesson on spacing, if nothing else.
I will run no more.
It's amazing. This feels. It's almost like I planned this. The world dancing in the palm of my hand. That being said, she's not having a good time already. Should probably be fine, right? That's such cool.
I'll save you!
Bruh. Let's give it like some fodder or something. Oh, so you can stack blind and sleep. That's so cool. Thanks for letting me know.
I'll save you!
Come on.
There we go. Now she's finally done the one thing she's good for. Please. You're sure? You've been smoothly. Let's see. Yeah, Valkyria. Why not? Yes. You can also just like dual strike it. So, what are you, Pokemon? Looks like that's the way to go, combat-wise. That's a gate. Oh. Okay. There we go.
Not done yet.
Oh, please let me done with that. Oh, alright. Slave and Roxy puppet. Wonder is Father Graves' team. They've conquered the hard arena. Now dragons. Wait to watch. It's more than I appreciate. Spiritual. The Nightmare Arena? Aha! I see. I thought it was a little too easy for a challenge mode game. Yeah, sure. Nightmare. It's spiritual anyway. Receive less magic damage but more physical damage. Kind of bad, not gonna lie. Kind of really bad. Let's not do it. It's like literally twice as fast as it. Unfortunately, I cannot remove the Stragers from Estelle because she will hit me with her stick. I'm gonna give Joshua the Abby though. There's a fraction of defense in a significant amount of movement. I mean, ideally they both have them, but if both of them have them, I'd have to get a second pair, and I'm willing to bet the best way to do that would be to go into the hard arena and take on the second challenge again and again and again. I don't particularly want to do that, at least not on stream. It's not good. And that works out. We challenge 5 to get God. I want 20 kinds of food. Well, then and then some, goodness. Also very tempting. Well, now I've got Celestial One, it's actually not that tempting at all. But I've got a few Celestial Ones. Yeah. Wow. That's exceptionally easy to make. I could make like a few of those. Sometimes I wonder if the writer of these is some kind of food trauma. Like what? People are disgusting or violent? It's also Startle 8. That's true. Anything to procrastinate, okay? Anything to... Lethal wrench.
Do it!
Just babies. You are very under whipped. No, I think that's it. Wow, although your skills suck, actually, hold on. Please tell me there's a better gun than the one he's got. Seriously? That's my upgrade? What are Orban's looking like anyway? Dog and dog. Well, actually, his casting options are amazing, but he doesn't really have any particular way to use them. Cool, so he's a lemon, but that's okay. We love them. To be the playful mention of his close ally against the beastly sex world become. Yep, figured. I'm a genius. I grant you a memory fragment of my blessing. Yeah. 1 month after the collapse of the library, I'm going to celebrate the crisis' successful resolution was over, with the son and her friends having largely left the capital to go elsewhere. One of them, however, Prince Oliver Fabrice Arna, sat rather comfortably in the ambassador's office in Grand Erebonia Embassy, despite being a country not quite settled. My deepest apologies not noticing you as Prince Oliver sooner. Well, I'm not surprised you never realised. I may be a prince, but my mother was a commoner. What point is there in bothering to remember my face? Not as though I often showed myself at the palace or attend high society gatherings. Memory certainly isn't going to help you in moving up the ranks, my friend. There's no need to be so humble, Your Highness. Besides, I'm actually rather grateful to you, sir. You gave me all kinds of useful advice during my stay here at the embassy that I'm sure will be of benefit to me. I meant words such as act like a man to the Empire for once in your life and stop idling here, go home and try doing some damned work. Your Highness, I owe you Highness, I think you've tormented enough for one day. The ambassador behaved in the same way as any other sane man but in his position. If anything, I'd say he has every right to be angry at us for keeping well, I suppose you're right. I'll spare him any more teasing for now. I actually wasn't joking about being grateful to you. You truly have done admirable work over the past month. I have. Acting as a pipeline with the Empire, checking the safety of Erebonia's residing libel, helping the International Liner Service to resume. It was only the tip of the iceberg. You've done so much more. You have my deepest thanks as a prince of the Empire. I am not worthy of such praise, Your Highness. You, however, deserve the utmost for braving the danger you did flying up into Lyrock. All of what happened seems to cause quite a commotion in our homeland. The people seem to be rather relieved now that the danger is past. Well, thanks to your courage, they're up to rest easy. Oh, there's no point in flattering me, Ambassador. I just did what I could, nothing more, nothing less. And I couldn't have done anything alone. All I was able to accomplish was thanks to the help of those around me. I'm fairly removed from the stereotype of Erebonians as stern, strong, and self-sufficient, if I do say so myself. As rude as it may be to agree, perhaps you're correct. I believe your willingness to be flexible most definitely helped rather than hindered you here. I believe people like you are exactly what the Empire is going to need. Regardless how I may feel about His Excellency at the Chancellor's approach. Well, this is a surprise. I was under the impression you supported the Chancellor. Then you are noble. Does that perhaps lead you to oppose his reformist policies, perhaps? I may be a noble on paper, but I'm only a baron. Or no, I generally fall in favour of his reformist policies. Yet as it may, while it may be the result of being a libel for so long and being influenced by the reasons of people, I do sometimes find myself becoming frightened by his hardline approach. I can't help but wonder what exactly what direction he's trying to take our relation. Highness? Oh, I was just thinking that I'm quite glad to have taken the chance to engage in such fruitful talk with you just before departing the country. I pray you will continue doing all you can to ensure the peace of Libel and surrounding nations will live on. Without the incorporation of Ambassador Cochrane. Yes, let's not forget ours. Still, it's true that since the non-aggression pact was signed, there has been some progress with regards to the crossbow problem. Given that it was Libel who proposed said pact, that makes my role in future negotiations very important indeed. I presume this is what you're trying to say. You're a sharp one, my good man. Excellent. Now I can return to the capital with my mind at ease. Everything good to me, Your Highness. I'll be looking forward to hearing what you achieve back in our homeland. This truly is a country like no other. I never thought the day would come when I would hear things like that from a new. Indeed, he's probably somewhat less of an obstinate man than I thought he was, as this nation's very air is about to genuinely change people. It seems to have an effect on you, too. I feel like I'm seeing a lot more smiles from you these days than I used to. Not to admit it, but that may well be true. I find myself wishing he would learn from Libelian's dignity and sense of restraint, however. Because he should particularly possess in any measure. With far too much of their opposites. You say that, but this quality is the only weapon I have. I don't have much that will allow me to compete against the Chancellor. I need to use what little happens to be tucked in my corner best I can. Have there been any changes to our plans? Nope. We should be able to proceed as planned. Arranged.
3 days ago, the Chancellor left the capital on a tour of Eastern Arbonia. Tomorrow you'll be returning there aboard the Arcel as he's still out in the east. All those who need to be made aware of our presence have been given proper notice. Travel in Arbonia will make a real impact, that I am certain. What potential obstructions to the plan are there at present? Nothing major. There have been some movements in the Intelligence Division's 4th subdivision, but not much. There's a chance that everyone is being cautious because the Arcel is involved, but I put greater odds on the idea that everyone is just treating this as a pompous performance by you and not taking it seriously. Well, they'd be right to, it is. I've no choice but to start here, even if it means I have to use libel. But if I'm going to put on a show, why not put on the finest one the skies have ever seen? Can't argue with that. Is Mr. Bradford? Really? Alright, come in. Oh, Vincent Ledger! I was wondering where you've been. Haven't seen you all day.
Oh, I didn't realize he was an exchange student. That's cool.
I've been exceptionally busy with work. Right. I hope to be able to come and see you earlier since you're leaving tomorrow. I'm terribly sorry. Oh, never mind that. If the work of yours is done now, we could always enjoy some such quality time together for the remainder. What was the message on the campus section? Acknowledged receipt of His Highness's message. However, they didn't anticipate that you may be able to arrive all the way from Grants in less than half a day. As such, they're currently in a minor panic trying to ensure everything's ready for the ceremony. Doesn't come as a surprise. There's nothing like the Arcel when it comes to speed at home. Oh, we both are so definitely not my proposal. Although it sounds as though the stage will be set in time. Now we need to decide on an outfit that'll leave everyone's jewels on the floor to meet my arrival. Perhaps a glistening coat and white loincloth would do the trick. That'd make a grand impact, alright. Almost wish I could go along and see it myself. Please don't encourage him. You should look up a promise for someone so young. Why'd you say coming back on your asset with me? I'd welcome your company. The worker in libel is just all about done as it is, isn't it? Your offer is certainly tempting. But I'm afraid I have another job to take care of soon. Of course, it's appreciated. Really? Well, that's a shame. But look at that next job of yours. Thank you. Excuse me. So, is that second secretary lecturer? Safe to assume he's one of the chancellors? Almost definitely, yes. He came through Hagen again on foot and took up his new position over a month ago. And right around the same time he headed to the Library aboard the Arcel at that. There's no way that could possibly be a coincidence. No, it couldn't. The most likely possibility seems that he's part of the Intelligence Division. Not doing anything regarding it this time, is it? Oh, absolutely. We need some way to find out what the Chancellor was up to after all. We'll probably get some kind of reaction from the Chancellor through his reports at some point. Probably in about 2 weeks when the Chancellor's tour is finished. You planned that far ahead all along, had you? Well, in that case, I'll be sure that we're ready. I'll be counting on you, love. Oh. Ada? Not really. Just the moon has come out. What a beautiful full moon it is.
Look at all that, like, 480p quality.
Strange thing, this is the last time that we'll see the moon from here. Truth be told, I'm going to miss it. Oh well, looks like putting a smile on your face a little more often isn't anything libel's done for you. So with your eyes, life's natural beauty as well. But in all seriousness, we'll just have to do all we can to be able to come back and see us again one day. Well, we're both still alive. Indeed. Your Majesty, Your Highness, I humbly thank you both for your generous hospitality during my stay in your fine kingdom. You've been gracious enough to humor my brazen request of escorting back to Heimdall aboard the Arcel. This debt you will be paid many times over in the future, rest assured of that. No, you didn't think of this as anything out of the way for. Escorting on state guests back home is a matter of course, particularly a guest to whom I have a great debt of gratitude. If you ever have the opportunity, please do come back to Library with them. I imagine Estelle and Yasha will be back. So, be able to give you a nice warm welcome. I'm already excited for my next visit. Are they out of the country yet, by the way? I'm busy getting ready to leave over in Burlington. I can see them off when the time comes. See, incidentally, while the ruins of Hamel are currently sealed off, I'll do what I can on my end to show that inside. Could I drop you a personal one to them? Certainly. Thank you very much, Your Highness. I would think nothing of it, at least I could do after all they've done for me. You know a great deal too, Cassius. If not for your assistance, stopping that armored division from crossing into Libel wouldn't have been as simple as it was. I can say the same to you. Still, as I'm sure you're aware, the outcome will have been well within the realm of the Chancellor. I doubt he's even surprised by the incident. It's likely. I've only had nothing at all to gain from using the situation to occupy Libel. Nothing not to the extent it should be worth going out of the way to develop inefficient steam tactics. The only reason I can see it was to show power to surrounding nation. A statement that even without Orbal power, Erebonia's army could still act. I indeed suspect that this is true aim all along. Goodness. You did notice. The Orbal shutdown phenomenon was a complete unknown to the rest of the continent. Perhaps it might never occur again. There's always the chance it might, whether here or somewhere else entirely. The Empire already built a relatively small number of those tanks in all too, so not enough for fortification. By the sounds of it, they would just put together a Reinfeld's factory using parts intended for standard Orbal tanks. But as it stands, the know-how to put together tanks like that only exists in the Empire. In these unpredictable times, no other nation has the time or resources to try and develop extremely inefficient steam-powered weaponry. In a sense, because of what just happened, the Imperial Army's effect as a deterrent is greater than ever. Using war as a diplomatic tool, and very effectively at that. This had even occurred to me. A long way to go before it fit to be ruler of this country. Don't beat yourself up over it. Much about it. He's no ordinary foe to even most hardened veterans. The Chancellor always seems to be thinking so much steps ahead of the rest of the world. It's impressive, no matter what we may think of his actual ideas. I'm quite the reckless fool to be trying to challenge him, do you say so myself? Be silly, Your Highness. You said of those smiling faces as ignored me. Focus on building yourself a strong foothold to begin with. I do hope you'll be. No matter what may occur, be sure not to lose sight of exactly where you stand. Of course, Your Majesty. If I were to go and bring shame upon myself now, I'd be wasting all the effort involved in escorting me back home. I'll be sure to take what you have said to heart. Excuse me, Your Majesty. Hilda? Matter? Not what I see so flattered. My apologies, Your Majesty. Just as a guest for your arrival was sudden at the castle. Ordinarily, I would not have rushed in while you were meeting up with others, but this was so irregular I thought you should know at once. Regular? How so? Sounds about time I take my leave then. Actually, I also said he would like to greet you as well, and not just... Hilda, just who is this visitor? Well, himself as Chancellor Gilead Osborne, Erebonian. It's supposed to be 3 days away, at least. You know, if you had to describe to me the Chancellor of the Empire, you'd describe him like this, wouldn't you? I don't know what voice to give him. Hold on. Need a drink. Not necessarily sure downing the whole thing was a good idea, but it is hot. He kind of looks like he's got a deep voice, but he's also, I guess he should have like the serpent aspect. Odd. That should work. It's an honor to be granted a personal audience. I'm Gilead Osborne, representative of the Imperial Government. My apologies for the abrupt introduction. Chancellor Osborne. It's a pleasure to see you again as well, Your Highness. It's been a year since we last met, has it not? I hope these passing months are so well. Yes, a year sounds about right. Still, while I hope you'll forgive me for asking, what did prompt someone of your stature to appear at a castle without warning? I'd very much like to hear your side of the story. Apologies, Your Highness. So these past few days, I've been tourist and very on inspection. It's been going very smoothly. More so than I had initially anticipated. Every time I pay a little visit. What so? Actually, I would have preferred to come here when the crisis is unfolding like myself. Unfortunately, the confusion in southern Alberta is soon a matter. I had no choice but to do without first. This is the first chance that presents itself to come here and meet Her Majesty. So I acted with the utmost expedience. I hope you'll forgive my lack of proper decorum sponsors. That does make sense, at least. Regardless, please don't concern yourself with me. No doubt you wish to offer your greetings to Her Majesty. Highness. Well then, and my most heartfelt greeting to both of you. Queen Alicia, Princess Claude. It's abundantly clear that the crisis has unfolded here. Quite the ordeal for yourselves and for nation's people. With my deepest sympathy for the hardships you've endured, as well as my commendation for bringing the situation under control.
Thank you for your kind words, Your Excellency. If anything, we should be apologizing to the fact that on the side of your lady would have much harm. We should be the ones going to you rather than having you trouble yourself to come all the way to that level. I beg you to accept apologies. Deepest thanks for.
I would never ask your apology. I've heard what happened was the work of a shadowy organization stirring trouble. While I meant well by sending military force to you, I wouldn't have done something so careless had I known the truth. My actions were rash, foolish even. I was rightfully reprimanded by Your Majesty for it. Fortunately, His Highness the Prince was able to act with all due haste to put a right man in his stead, or even greater harm. We were a great debt of gratitude for that, Your Highness. Congratulations besides. We were part in bringing an end to the crime. No, I did nothing out of the ordinary. I'd also help Her Majesty, Her Highness, and Brigadier General Bright here too. What did you say? Pleasure to meet you, Your Excellency. I'm Cassius Bright, Brigadier General in the Borough of Lamont. The pleasure is all mine, I assure you. Your name is rather well known, even in the Empire. Much as yours is known here in Libel, I would imagine. It's nice to meet you. To speak with you in person. It's certainly a surprise to be able to, though. I mean, you're in a way, I'm kind of an easy man to be yourself, so I might have underestimated just how capable you are. Not at all. I was greatly impressed to see the Royal Army's effectiveness in dealing with it. Your forces have proven powerful yet flexible, capable of dealing with emergencies ably and decisively. I might go so far as to say it embodies an ideal that the Imperial Army, with its swollen ranks, could never hope. Flat Russia. Your part, I hear you're responsible for the establishment of the Imperial Army's famed intelligence division. Our army is in desperate need of a new one of its own, so I find myself quite envious. It almost sounds as the two of us each want what each other has. So it does. May I ask, Your Excellency, what you'll be doing now? For my part, I'm intending to leave Libel today, so I'm afraid I won't be around longer. Yes, so I've been told. I believe you're intending to make your grand arrival in Heimdall of the famous Elsa. I wish I could return to Erebor now, more than alongside you. But alas, I'm afraid I have other business demanding my attention after. Yeah. I'll be leaving Libel separately.
That is today. I'd very much like to invite you to this evening.
Please, you need not go to such troubles on my account. I feel as though I put out enough showing up unannounced as I did, saying nothing of dining with such an evening. Till I do have some time for the airship, I'll be leaving. But, that being the case, might I ask you a little of your time, Your Highness? I have a few things I'd discuss with you personally. Very well. I have some matters I would actually like to discuss personally with you as well. Brutus coincidence. Have ever arranged this? Have a discussion?
Well, if you would, let me understand. They've got the same voice because they're both old women. Not my finest moment. I'd most benefit from having a more.
It's obvious Her Majesty is quite the tea fancier. If this blend is in fragrance, the temperature, the taste, hard pressed to find fault with any of it. Always been more of a coffee man. I doubt I'd be content with a cup of this each morning. As much as I agree with you, I don't believe we're here to talk about beverages. So shall we get right to the point? What did you want to discuss with me? So your sojourn in Libel is fruitful. Pardon? I spoke, you struck me as a bright, flexible young man. Yeah, you still are. But now I see you are resilient in a strength prior gooding this. I'm sure His Majesty will be most delighted with this. Meanwhile, I see you're the same fearless man I've always known you to be. More so, even, the crushing aura about you seems to only grow over time. As if you feed on resentment of those who live in those territories you annex. Last words, Your Highness. As they refer to politication. Annex can carry such negative connotations. Since the end of the 100 Days War, our army hasn't committed a single act of aggression. All of our unifications have been fired because... Oh, you're quite right about that. It's amazing how similar the annexation process is every single time it happens. It starts with a small nation and depends straight with an array of problems beyond repair. Those problems start to worsen, after which Jake is another dangerous element enter, plunging public order to an all-time low. Desperate for a solution, the local government requests the help of the Imperial Army. Before they know it, they're part of the Empire. You are going to deny which each instance does share certain commonality. Still, it's to be expected. Inevitable consequence of the age of unchecked growth and progress. The Imperial Army is simply acting in the Empire's best interest. Stabilize our neighbors for the good. And it's understandable that they would. I do find myself rather curious why Intelligence Division members are going to such nations with such peculiar frequency. Well, before the problems I described worsen then. I'm impressed as to where you came by such information, as curious as I am. But I will say this, at its most basic level, about risk management. It's because we've been acting to minimize such risks beforehand that the army has been able to successfully quell each problem. At the small price of only ensnaring the people in those nations and increased risk of terrorism in exchange. To tell you the truth, I'm rather astounded that you had the courage to come to libel at all on your own to begin. After all, you made yourself the biggest target for terrorists in Livonia. Your concern is touching, Your Highness. I would ask you to trouble yourself with my safety. I have always some very skilled subordinates tasked primarily with eliminating the terrorist attack. Really now, a lecture is one of them, attitude. Rather peculiar fellow, isn't he? But a very useful one all the same. I'll work out the scheduling for the trip and take out necessary precautions to ward off terrorist threats with. But thanks to his commendable efforts, I'll get about for Crossbell free from worries as soon as I finish my business. Crossbell? Are you surprised? I'll be participating in a top-secret discussion with a representative of the Crossbell government. Recently, a large amount of funding has been going to the country through Republican channels, putting our allies on it. I've always been to some point seen the perfect opportunity. Are you out of your mind? Crossbell is full of enemies and different factions at each other's throats. I see. Now I'm in a hotbed for terrorists and criminal accusations because the position is a buffer state. Does that really sound like a place the Erebonian Chancellor should be going even on an unofficial visit? So you're advocating caution in potential danger, Your Highness. After all, it was you who flew on an ancient city at great risk to your safety, and unarmed after set. Led to such rousing risk-taking my visit to Crossbell without play. As I'm sure you're aware, your guide is something of a hero back in Erebonia now. To see a hero make a grand return before. And aboard the famous Arcel, no less. Actually, our hero has also taken the time to ensure that every well-known newspaper and magazine over his homecoming. Oh, I have no doubts that your triumphant arrival will be every bit as glorious as played out in your imagination. Do be sure to capitalize on this chance as best you can to build yourself a firm foothold. I expect great things from you after all.
Let's see, did you?
Hey, buddy. Haven't changed a bit, huh? Really? Like nothing's happened, huh? Must I see you and your master doing it right?
Gotcha?
Oh, there's you, Your Highness. I pray I'm not causing any trouble by taking a tour of the castle like this. This terrace is certainly beautiful, isn't it?
What happened to you, Ledger? Why are you not working for Chancellor Osborne?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm afraid to steal what you mean. You chance mistaken me for someone else.
My name is Ledger Arundel. You were the student council president at Jenna's Run. You attended for me only 2 years ago. So no, I'm not mistaking you for someone else.
Ah, but that's where you're wrong. Because my name is actually Ledger Arundel. I suddenly see how Names can be mixed up, however, they are scarily close. Still, no, you know, please just call me Lech.
Don't try and joke around me, Lecture. You have any idea how worried all of us were when you just disappeared without a word? You submit your notice to the academy and I would never see you again. Even the other boys calmly and let out a cry of anger when you found out. And all Lucy could do was give a sad smile and say, "This is just like him." All time tears in her eyes. And the Hans were heartbroken, so was I. And after all that, after all this time, you finally show yourself, knowing full well that I'm here, and this is how you act, by pretending you're someone else? Gotcha!
Sorry. No need to disturb that. Still taking things way too seriously. I will take more than stepping up as a crown princess to change the pattern. You know, seeing you makes me feel kind of relieved. I was figured if someone like you became crown princess, you'd have virtually no freedom to do anything on that work. Well, let's reach my ears. Sounds like you're actually doing alright for yourself. You made some great new friends outside of the academy, didn't you? Nice.
Sure did. Nonetheless, it's thanks to you that I was able to change at all. You're the one who first pushed in the right direction. I never got the chance to thank you properly after. All this time, I've always been grateful to you.
Well, consider me honoured. I get a kiss in return.
You do not. I feel respect towards you. Nothing.
That was me all taking it by how pretty you become. What if this could start something downright magic? What happens instead? The romance of sweet smooches are crushed to nothing for me.
I know you don't mean a word of that. You're very sharp yourself, though. Surprising to see. Every time I've seen you before today, was in that heavy fringe uniform worn in the most sloppy way imaginable.
I think you find I was merely making a fashion statement. That wasn't laziness or sloppiness. Every part of it was carefully calculated and considered to have maximum effect.
The very thing is, it seemed as if you cared for nothing but having fun and causing trouble. Yet when it came down to it, you were wise beyond your peers. And I've finally seen the part of the reason behind that. I'll ask you again, Lecture. How did you end up working for Chancellor Osborne? Just what happened to you between you submitting your notice to leave the academy now?
You know, I have to admit, I never imagined that would be the case. On the contrary, I was expecting you to tell me to back off. Oh, I do forbid. What a reason would I have to suggest such a thing? After all, at the end of the day, our positions are functionally the same. I'm not sure I understand. I don't think so. Personally, I find it difficult to believe that you would not harbour some hatred toward Arbonians. A grand empire clinging to the glories of a bygone era, ruled by the nobility and shackled by conventions. Am I wrong? People call me the Blood and Iron Chancellors, though I hold the whole of Arabonia in the palm of my hand. But in reality, my position is far more difficult. I have supporters and allies in the capital, certainly, but outside its walls, nobility holds far more sway. While it is true I hold a great amount of power in forming the Imperial Army, and only trot around. Traders loyal to nobility also maintain their own private armies, but always factored in my advantage substantially. So you see, I'm still very much in the midst of battles to truly exert control, which is why we're building our railways all over the country. We've been annexing new territories to the same end. As I've long thought, you can understand me better than anyone else. That's why I'll say this once again. Work with me, Your Highness. To support our nation will be able to bring about real reform faster. The noble faction, bloated with centuries of decadence, stop before they have even the chance to unify. Sure, that's what you desire more than anything. Let me just ask a simple question, Chandler. What connection do you have with all this? Oh, I'm not quite sure what you're asking. I will say this, however. I'm a firm believer in using every means at my disposal in the name of your chafing. That's the way I believe. I see. Well, it certainly does seem as though we would see eye to eye in many ways. That's all the more reason I'm afraid I must refuse your offer. So, yes, I find it difficult to like the rotten noble faction that exists in the Empire, or perhaps the hate is the more appropriate word. But my feelings of fear towards your methods are far greater than my feelings of hatred towards them. What you seem to be doing is trying to compel Arabonians with a delusive utopia, to whip them into an enthusiastic frenzy. No doubt by successfully convincing the people, the old guard will fall into the metaphorical firestorm created, and yet by then the gears will already begin turning. There'll be no satisfying aroused populace with thirst of revolution. The storm will keep growing larger and more ravenous, engulfing anything and everything's wake. Yes, don't you, Chancellor? But of course! After all, that's what I intend to happen. At first stage, I'd be more than happy to share further details with you if you would decide to work with me, Your Highness. In the meantime, I wish you well in strengthening your foothold back in. Of course, if that's your intention, you'll find it a necessity to work with those nobles you so despise. We do so for everything. Well, that sounds like the new bell. The airship should be arriving shortly. Which means it's time for me to take my leave. I look forward to seeing you again in the capital in 2 weeks' time. I take it the discussion is over then? What's wrong? I'm awfully tired. Oh, nothing. I'm just feeling bored, and you were about a monster. I decided to pick a fight. I think it's probably about time for the airship show. I'm gonna have to stop you there and get going. What? Music. So I see I'll bring you some of any salami souvenir, okay?
Wait! Did plan just disappear without telling me anything a second time?
I've got an important question for you. Did you fall in love with someone I was away? Hit the nail on the head, huh? Aw, that's so cute. First love, right? How's that feel? Hard to flood a woman in? End of the world when eggs?
You dare start teasing me. But you're right, though, I did. You rejected me in this very spot not that long ago.
Wait, you're joking, right? That's a coincidence I didn't see coming.
I'm not so sure about that. Feels like you know everything. I'm not some kind of all-knowing, all-seeing divinity. That's what makes the world so interesting to me. Happy feet. And the pain loves, what's love, so to make a girl blossom my own. Feel like the whole experience that you get to step closer to the person you want to be. Well, how are you? Do you feel like you're getting close to becoming the person you want to be? By being at the Chancellor's side?
How to do that when I don't have a person I want to be with? I'm just sticking with him because it feels like it'll be fun, that's all. I've been doing this since before I joined the academy.
You have?
That prince is proving surprisingly capable. He doesn't match with the Chancellor. Learn to watch his back, alright? Doesn't get swallowed up by that monster after he gets tired of dancing.
I love you. Thank you all for waiting. The Calabria International Airliner, bound for the Principality of Calabria, will be departing momentarily. Please mind your footing when boarding. So that was the borderline Chancellor. I can't believe he actually went up his way to civilian airship and probably as a private one of his own. I'd heard rumours about how out of the ordinary list, but he knows how to put them.
Keeps him on my toes, to put it playfully enough. I'm aside, thanks for coming all this way to see me off, Sheriff.
I was like, he was having a business here at the time. This is gonna be the last chance you get to see one another for a while.
Rather unfortunate as my dream is and always was to live away my days in a lap of luxury surrounded by women as beautiful as you.
Good luck. Changing the subject, though. This young man the chance to decide. He didn't strike me as an ordinary guy.
Oh, you could tell.
But of course, I'd say I'm used to running into people as the ordinary at this point. Feel fortunate enough of it.
Name's Lecture Armdale. He's the secretary who sent here by the Imperial government. Apparently he was the one who planned out all the details of his Chancellor's visit to the library. I can't pretend to know much regarding his background, but he's exceptionally skilled.
Actually, I know a little.
What? Okay. Is that true?
Yes.
Believable.
And then,
Well, connected to the Chancellor's visit. It's very likely he's an vertical information network established long before I even came up with it. It's safe for us to assume that's the case. Which also means it's safe to assume he knows every detail about all that's happened. It's later odds the crisis regarding Royal.
Snack is more. He actually gave me a message to pass on to you. Watch your back so you don't get swallowed up by that monster and get fired on.
He sure knows how to sing where it hurts, doesn't he? I feel like I see a whole new world of pleasure opening up eyes. You should know better. Getting outdone at every turn like this is really not my style.
What do you mean?
My Captain Swartz, I have a little favor I'd like to ask when we're in the air. I'm rather impressed with the Prince has come along. No matter how he chooses to act from here on, he will have his uses. He even said I can need to think of everyone. There's me, the Prince, the Society, indeed, and I am much the same. But forward to the vast game board that is the Empire. I thrill like no other would. But it's because you too wish to see how that game plays out that you chose to stand with me. Oh hey, what can I say? Just don't forget that piece right here might not be long forever. Such a patrol, what did you others think I'd never consider the possibility of my happen? That's all I can answer. How the other amulets in, by the way? We're all doing very well by this time. At the rate things are going, there's a chance of all the prince's efforts. Have so to hold back on him a little. Much is to do.
You know something?
I wouldn't write them off so easy if I were in your shoes. What? What? These look like Harry's buttons.
At the one on the right hand side of the airship, you will be able to see the famous high-speed hero, the Arcel. We've been informed is on his way to the Imperial capital, which will over to the Arabanian Empire on board. He has also given us a message related to all the passengers on board today. I give thanks to Idios for the good fortune to be able to meet you today. May your journey be filled with beautiful roses and her blessings. And of course, may your journey to homes be safe and pleasant. Marks the end of his message. He is such a little devil.
Never thought that big.
Yeah.
Very well, debaucherous prince. I look forward to seeing what you can do. Show me how long you'd hold out against me.
Divine Eye. we're glad there's no combat involved. What's this divine eye? Scent, eagle eye. Wait, scent? Like, it is really good. But also, like, scent? That's actually the worst one possible. What takes precedence? Scent or haze? I also need to point out that it grants, like, luck but no time element, and I'm pretty sure the others are, like, a space element. Like, people must think it's really good. It's really good, but if it summons monsters to attack me, I'm simply not interested in using it.
Roger. Piece of cake.
You ready?
Yes. Like, that is how powerful it is for enemies to become aware of presence. Has to be for it to be even remotely justifiable. Was there a... What's that? Visible? Yeah, cloak. If I can get a cloak Sepith, then I'd consider it. Right. Let's see. Looking for a door that we haven't opened. Yeah. I think we're already got both of these, right? Or am I getting lost? Divine Blade successor manual number. Oh, this is it. Right.
Another clue on Dragon Forge is referring to, but I think we all know who we're going to need to have with us this time.
I can't really think of anyone else other than Colonel Richard for his description.
Guess you're on the same page. Let's get back to the garden house and come with us.
With him, we'll have a regular audience, spring honey in the same party.
Why don't I do this? You just said a cruel observation of my awesome hair. I just stole my hair like this on purpose, it just forms up this way naturally.
Well, whatever you say. Really? What was the thing you said to Colonel? That was so unexpected. Thank you for your contribution, Ren. What?
Understood.
My party boy.
Me? The Divine Blade's successor? There's no point in debating if I'm fit to be called a successor. No one else seems to match the description I was putting.
I mean, obviously.
How about you accompany you when you show us that monument?
Speaking of blades, how's your... Okay. Here's action 4, that's me. Let's see, that's a pretty decent Hordman. For the red one. So, oh no. Did I walk past the red one just now without realizing? Here it is. What?
Now that makes sense. Well, the place described as a Dragon Fortress in this. Good on Lyston Fortress, huh? We know our tower are gonna get a real fun welcome. But aren't we in for a treat? I think it's safe to say whoever's waiting for us, and I can think of you, maybe. Don't need to follow our rule. This is an area we can conquer with anything less than top 4.
Tell me about it.
It's gonna be quite a challenge.
Yeah, we can do that. You are. gonna give us an interesting course, is it? I think there's like 3 different green gems. It's very funny. Let's put a safe down here.
Let's end this.
Alright, you've got... Not a good look. That is cool. Hey guys. Interesting. That just hits so hard now. It's so absurd.
That's it. Let's move on.
We're also fighting these guys. Attack.
We're good to go.
Be gone with me. No problem. First, okay. There's somebody there's like a treasure chest in that field, right? Question mark? Lieutenant Colonel said?
First opponent. This has been through quite a lot since we last met, Father Grant. So you expect this is what was going to happen back when in a grandson. All that stuff feels like a bad dream to me, to be honest. Heard all that happened behind the Grandson Cathedral then? I do. I can't sure exactly when the me that stands before you was created here. I can't say it must have been after that, for memories or anything to die. Good to see you again too, Richard. Saw the Iron Vision our reunion guy. Good to be able to have one all the same. Say the same to you. That being said, I wasn't expecting soldiers from Middle Huge. Today's birds pulled. Don't count ourselves out just yet. Even I've noted. You do.
I'm a whole platoon right down here.
My own is for the garrison matter of 100 less than fortunes. I, Lieutenant Cole Maximilian Sid will defeat you.
Yeah, no, you're right. I'll just tell you right now. Look, lock up the axe. How funny. Oh, would you look at that? How funny.
Come on!
I will run no more.
We should probably put a stop to that. I don't think anyone here has anything.
I'll save you!
No, of course not. Why would using the tools provided would actually work? At least we got that. Um, I think it's the best we can do right now. Oh cool, Yoshi's dead. Hey, can we just like never let him do that again, thanks?
May 1,000 thorns adorn your flesh.
Well, that's the problem mitigated at least.
An adequate performance.
Yeah, that'll work.
Expecting this from you, Richard. The knights of the grass are on your side, and this is like you guaranteed from the start. Not at all. Breaking through your defensive formation was a real challenge. It's good you already surpassed me as a commander. Still got a long way to go before I can say that would go. I wouldn't ordinarily tell you as much. I waste this chance to face the grunt. I still deeply regret that you decided to leave me up. That's how I feel about Brigadier General Bright. I'm sure you remember how that did me. I was a positive, we both narrated he's a part of him. I had the path of the sword and you have the path of the soldier. Well, they may differ, we both to work towards the same goal. Right, I suppose. Alright. As soon as you're aware, I'm the first of several approaches. Want to prepare yourselves. Still here to go. Yeah. So all you can think everyone trapped in this world safely. I have a feeling you're able to give it to me. I will.
I'll bury him.
I've got to respect him, really. But we should move on. This path forward should not as good work at once. Got it. Off the barracks again.
That was a little dear. I mean little, but... I should have been plenty well understand my own size and not have to do this. Not threatening, annoying. That's my skill, you make sure I have enough resources, and I do, so just die.
Done yet.
Oh, that was just kind of wasn't very annoying. What was that? Person. Well, this is just in the middle of the field. What master beads? Oh dear. No, you can't return it. You don't even have the receipt. That's what I'm looking. I'm sleeping confused. Awesome. I don't.
Nice and Fortress first barrack. Cheers open using the key received from Lieutenant Colonel. Cool, let's get a shot. One of many such barracks in the fortress is not all that large inside. We should need to spend too long. Got it.
Horse flag. Isn't it convenient you always find weapons as someone you specialize in? You're welcome, by the way. I was kind of just thinking that. Yeah, I think we'll take that. Wow. Thank you very much. Some green hair inside. Just praise the ideas the sinful priestesses just deserts. No. More monsters! Oh, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna kill them is what we're gonna do. Look at the X and... Look at the X. I'm never gonna get something. That's right, I'm gonna death blow every enemy. And then just whack them with my stick. Wow, strategy in motion. Imagine that Sakura wanting mood. Yoshi then Supreme Evil Eye. Dude, you know they make like a drop for that, right? The world you live in is actually a gigantic chest. That would think me a treasure, and that would be very nice. Wow, this sounds like basement. It is not. Barracks, first floor. Oh. Waiting for your excellency.
What? Next payment is you, Cannoneer.
What a tragedy is we should be forced to meet under these circumstances. But I have served to my blade against the man I've always duly served. But please never doubt even for a second that I'm doing this against my will. I'd never even dream of fighting if I had a choice.
You sound perfectly well, Cannoneer. And if I may, you stop calling me your excellency. I have a fitting title for a mere colonel to begin with, and now I don't even have that. Well, you simply called me sir like you usually do in the army. I've grown very fond of it.
Your excellency. I'm sorry. Just want to hear, please don't call you the way I'd like to. The Cannoneer Almathera who stands before you is a symbol of my failure to truly move forward from the past. And something tells me that if a symbol once defeated by you will finally allow me to put the past where it belongs to be born in you.
Cannoneer. Very well, in that case, do as you will.
Meanwhile, we meet again as Stelbride. Yours isn't a name I'm likely to forget anytime soon. I've heard you're away from libel training at the moment. I trust you're well. I'm doing alright, thanks. So, you're running a research company with Colonel Richard now, aren't you? Indeed. In some ways, it makes us the Bracer Guild's business rivals. I'm sure we'll get to know each other much better over time before. So that, why not start now through battle?
Don't hold back. I won't be.
You can hold back a little.
Well, I can respect the whole wanna be reborn thing, but she has additionally for all of her high-handed ways.
Silence you! Well, Your Excellency, I have no intention of holding back. You ready to begin?
Anytime.
As am I, with my super balanced and high strategy gameplay of just get into the wider attacks. Yaks, fuck up yaks. Crap, guys. If we step on any of those mines, we're in huge trouble. That's what I would say if I can't even the slightest. Oh, that is a bad move. We shouldn't be allowed to do that ever. Just shut up, girl. Death scream. Well, we need to... That's not something you see a lot.
May 1,000 thorns adorn your
This is the very position.
As clouds fall, Sakura bloom. Fallen warriors gather in the evening gloom, and I present to you your doom.
Some animation.
Morning moon!
Such a weeb. Such an just such a weeb. How are you from a Japanese game and you are the single weeb in the entire party? Okay, now we can focus on it. She's not out of here. Is he energy? Fame. And the fact he kicks up blood as well, like, damn. not. There are some things you just can't. Wow, that she can literally hit them. Was it 4 or 5 times away? She's got about as much range as a short range gun. That is quite bizarre. Okay. Actually, fire section. By the way, I don't quite know why you feel need to fix it. Still needs healing and still needs to be the stun atmosphere, so we'll hold on time. There we go. That's awesome.
We're good to go.
I knew I wouldn't stand a chance against you, Your Excellency. First you fought past me, I suppose.
Thanks. Don't quite a fight yourself.
You have some real run for our money yourself. Well, you should make sure you don't get in His Excellency's way without his help. We'll be facing the strongest warriors in life. It doesn't mean you stopping him and fighting his best.
Way ahead of you. When there's still something important left for me to go after. However, I believe that by clearing the trials ahead, I'll finally be able to. It's thanks to you that I feel ready enough to face those trials head on. So, thank you.
You don't have to thank me. I don't think there's anything more I could save you with. All I do is pray that you safely overcome trials for me and return to the real world.
Thank you. I will. Anyway, let's shovel on the heart of the fortress. Investigate the command center, right? That's correct. Building directly in front of you, looking into the main courtyard. This key should allow us to gain access to it.
I don't know, she's stern looking. Anyway, I don't care. Moving on. Dead. Moving on. Look at that little dog.
We're good to go.
This man attack is incredible. What the hell? See, I should give it like action. That's a good point, actually. I was thinking I could like shuffle her stuff around. I see what she does is what the enemy is smacking with her stick. I give it like a ruby check. We'll finish with Rise of Revolution, still hate enemies. Hello! So glad to hear that you're suffering. Just want to feel a little more even, you know? Someone else is suffering, that's nice suffering. See, let's just give her to Divine Eye. Don't care. A ruby gem. Four. I don't want something a little more than shield 4. I want to evade or something. Let's have like some level of defense up. Please and suppose that we would stack. Guess if they ask us a curious. That's interesting. First of all, she doesn't have look at the eggs, which is fine. But she doesn't have saint. She has saint. Zodiac. Raj 4. Because she's annoying. I refuse to play Conquest. Conquest is like the best route in that game. Why are you refusing to play it? Like, oh, I'm gonna move from a kind of boring and a little annoyingly confusing route to the worst route in the game because I don't want to play one of the best modern Fire Emblem experiences. Has anyone ever told you you're really weird? Anyway, I'm alright. I'm kind of handling the heat about as well as any Britain can, which is to say, that's 2,200. We'll see how that works. We'll see. We'll take a look. Actually. I would like it to have like the upgraded forms of them all, but yeah, that's a solid amount of damage. What do you think would happen if you ran a D&D one-shot? First of all, who's the GM is probably the most important question in that situation, because you can't just like run a D&D one-shot. You need some more swords to be stuck in the chair. Unfortunate. Yeah, she's got like more. It's like, giving her the Onyx Gem is pretty tempting, but she already has difficulty with the as it. So, this. Really reason. 2. She has a whopping 71 speed, which is not good. Subhuman on a one-shot, exactly. Because I'd like to say that I'm a really good storyteller, but that is a lie. I have a stammer, I'm scared under pressure, and I tend to run really railroady games that nobody particularly enjoys, least of all me. We would not be playing a D&D one-shot so much as I would in a one-shot. You're running one of those choose your own adventure books, and if you choose the wrong thing, I just can't turn the page, so the game comes to a crashing halt. Meanwhile, don't you like have your own game? Do you like run games already? No one's gonna be qualified for it. I trust you, darling. Please don't. I appreciate it dearly. I am not to be trusted with that kind of responsibility. I can't even write a book for myself, party of one. How do you think I'm gonna run a game for like other people?
I'm coming or something. That 3 floors good.
See, being part of the first one was stuck in it before. Staircase not reply.
Long as the redesign and fuse will be introduced. As the layer has changed significantly compared to real forges, fundamentals, and all this staircase thing out.
The face before. What's that path for us to take? With me, so when we fight together, we can overcome great walls, stand for us, and attain victory. Yeah. He says this thing. And then. Oh, treasure. Basic and sparkling. See, human skeleton wasn't there before. Okay, let's not ask any questions. Sparkling. Mage, you probably aren't human. Damn. I don't want to be the forever here. Sorry, but unfortunately, the doors are locked and the screen is in front of you. It's me. Blind to causing terrible damage across this kingdom. How does it feel? Amazing. Honestly, this is the greatest high. What's mean a repenting patriot? We're near then shut the door open.
Right there.
Sometimes these doors are a little easier than others. Roger, memory fragment, and my blessing. RNA Reese. Oh, please tell me we're gonna see him in plain clothes. I'm begging you. Useful. Also, women in suit noticed. Everyone would start ringing the bell. Many potential sales routes. I've got nothing to fear. I'll be able to make my move into the road-burning capital as soon as I'm ready with it. It does look good.
Let's just investigate the current situation in regards to organ sales and everything. So I recently into my investigation around stores and everything itself.
You did a fantastic job too. Still, the problem of transport remains. After all, old Borden's got this crappy hand, although national liners already.
Yeah, the Borden family has preferential access to 40% of the load capacity of National Airlines seem liable for it.
However, they are no longer the only available option.
Private carriers as well.
Oh, she's got it on. Hi. Sorry, I'm just having like a really serious like neuron activation moment. Like I literally look like the monkey in that picture right now. I'm just like oh. Weather is nice outside. Yeah. Good for that. It is 27 degrees Celsius over here, which is uncomfortably close to 30, but manageably. It's below 30. And it'll cool off after the stream's done. Space heater doesn't. There's a prediction for rain tonight. That would be really nice. Even though my garden is literally a desert of like yellow and brown grass. Horrible. Yeah. Ugh. Sweat. Oh, the forecast is the usual gonna be. Ugh. I don't like summer. I don't like it. You could stop. I don't know. Was ever in DD One Shot? I made the boss of One Shot guy called Dude Flamey from Seasoning Village. It's like Flame Huntsman or whatever his name is from Undertale, whose whole arc is that you're supposed to remember his name exactly, and I didn't. Oh crikey, I've got to clean my glasses now. Shaking, trembling. You're not immune to hot woman in suit. Yes, oh, you certainly come prepared, don't you?
Well, this request ended up taking a little longer than initially anticipated. There's a little extra on this exchange.
I like those who think 2 steps ahead. You sure you don't want to come and work with me, Happy Hands?
Any flat you think highly enough of my offer. I'm not sure I have what it takes to be successful in the cutthroat world of business.
Oh, that's... Me when I lie. Oh no, you can't fool me. Oh well, do keep my offer in mind. These last things. Since I have you here, maybe you should give me one more thing to look into. I already had Simon get searched, but I'm not sure something.
Help if I can. Think of the person to research for a market?
It's only girl. Oh, what have you got over there? Perfect. This place right here.
Word state.
It's unusual, sure. It's quite a small place. That makes it easier to seize the majority in the market. Well, as it is, it's not like it isn't accessible by airliner, and what market there may be. It's not free for the taking right now.
What's the research potential size of the market there enough there? Do I focus entirely on the urban market or broaden the scope of investigation, looking at the market in general?
The market in general. You think you can do it?
Please, I'll get in touch with one of the staff members stationed at the state right away and begin weighing options.
That's what I wanted to do. I'll be back next week anyway. We can discuss the details. Ah. Shiver.
It's quite far in.
Are the Rhine brothers in the German continent? Yes, they are. I'll get in contact with them. Thank you.
The merchant of bows for nothing, is she? She always coming in with such interesting, ambitious requests.
She's not half as ambitious as you are.
I think you may be overstating me a little there. You sure our next visitor in?
Certainly.
Hello there, Alan. Sorry for dropping on you again. I just want to get your input on another little subject regarding the city's finances. Play that with people. Indeed.
Reference and Guy Fieri. Yeah, I figured that. You know, there's kind of like one aesthetic for fiery dude bros, and it all kind of comes back to Guy Fieri. Arian. Why would we even fight someone like that? What offense would this guy have committed? He's trying to level this poor innocent town in order to build a diner or drive-in or something, and you have to stop him. I mean, the biggest problem with me playing in a D&D one-shot is I have absolutely zero interest in Dungeons and Dragons as a system. Like, magical fantasy is cool and all, but D&D, I've really just gotten very, very bored of it. Every single time I think I can do something cool in D&D, I find myself thinking, but it would be so much more cool and infinitely more fun, and frankly a whole lot easier, if we were in a different system entirely. Yeah. And then I just think, oh yeah, no, we could just be doing this in GURPS. And it just comes back to GURPS. Every single time I think I want to play a game, it's like I'd much rather be playing a game in GURPS. And then I become the annoying, and the annoying GURPS girl at the local club who's like, hey, we should play GURPS. And by the way, do you run Linux? Have you heard of FOSS? It's called free open source software. You should try it sometime. I do not have many real life friends. Can you tell why? Sometimes I really do feel like, you know that Persona 3 Reload scene? There's that one girl on the beach, she's like, you know, they're putting something in the water, you gotta wear this tinfoil cap if you join my cult. Sometimes I just feel like that. There are just a lot of days where I just feel like I lure people in with my natural beauty, and then I have the unfortunate habit of like opening my mouth and having an opinion. And it's the right opinion, I'm correct, but then people are like, oh my god, bro, oh my god, bro. Yeah, I was super into Android a few years ago, but now I'm actually into like FOSS operating systems, you know. Have you heard of Graphene OS? I will make you play a Time Lord race. It's really funny you say that. Last night I actually had an extremely vivid dream where I was in a Doctor Who episode. We were fighting Cybermen in a casino. It was awesome. I was a huge help. I was kind of like a Mary Sue self-insert. When I think about it even a moment, it's like really cringe, but it was also really fun, so I don't care. Yeah, I can tell you're streaming playing anime games if you don't have friends. What? Take the shot. Damn, just killing me. You're just killing me dead. Ah. I have friends. I have a parasocial relationship with my stream viewers, you know. Like, they love me. They love me. You know, they love me for who I am. You know, I am loved through my stream viewers. You know, they know me. It's a real thing. I'm not crazy, you know. I'm actually super popular and everybody loves me. I'm not crazy. What was I going to do today? It was research. WTF, you fought a Cyberman? What did you about dogs who always end up with some tire and lose the tennis balls? Nice reference. No, basically the plot went something like this, if I can remember well. So the Doctor has his TARDIS and he lands in like the desert. I don't know. We'll say that was Vegas because it's more interesting that way, but it really was just in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if it was Earth even, but he goes in and there's this like, it's a kind of small casino, not a lot of players, but there are some players during the day. And there's me, and I'm this dude in this dream. I'm this cool dude with a jacket, and I'm like, I'd sit in the corner all broody, and he's like, why are you playing the games? You know, and I said, I already played all the games, I won all the games. Like, check this out. The ball's gonna land in red, and then he looks at the roulette and it landed in red. And he's like, ooh. I was like, yeah, you don't see many of those out here. And I'm like, oh, what? I don't know about that, man. I'm just really good at gambling. And then he's like, he's snooping around as usual, and fine. And he almost gets ambushed by a Cyberman when he goes into the back room. But I'm like, I grab him out the way at the last second. I'm like, what the hell is that? And it's like, it's a Cyberman, we're gonna stop it. And so we like punch it or something and it goes down. And it's like, whoa, so you definitely have precognitive powers because you're so cool, slightly edgy gambler casino guy. And I'm like, well, I wouldn't know about that, but I definitely knew that something bad was gonna happen if we didn't follow you. And so this whole dream like then became this like elaborate investigation of this casino where you find out it's this front for the Cybermen. Like they take the people who lose at the games or cheat at the games and drag them away to convert them. They've been operating like for years. Well, it ended up with like me like using my psychic powers to plug myself to kind of mind meld in with the Cybermen, to plug myself into the Cybermen network and make them all like kind of just forget how to assimilate people. I think it was something like forget they were Cybermen. And just gotta point out that like most of the people at the front desk were like all Cybermen. They were using like holograms and stuff, so they got like they fell into the LARP. The holograms came like what they thought they were, so convinced everyone. And the doctor's like, wow, you're really cool, you should become my companion. And I was like, yeah, well, I couldn't do that. I've got my own road to travel. And I walk off into the distance in the desert, and it's like really cool and stupidly cringe. It's just such a fanfic, and my brain came with this just really awful 13-year-old's fanfic for Doctor Who. But it was also super fun. The Minecraft Harry mod that made and listen companions. Yeah, man, you're killing me. Look, that was one-ish playthrough, and I did get fairly far. I wonder if I'll actually get a lot further now my computer's a little more powerful. At the very least, I could probably make a more efficient factory now I know how cobblestone generation. Because I tried doing that whole thing with the drills, but really, just the drills was not efficient for any kind of production. I thought they got to create planes mod or whatever it's called, robots and stuff. I could probably build like a floating factory. That'd be so cool. Somebody saying 13-year-old's fanfic. Hey, don't laugh at me. It was a dream, okay? It was a dream. It was my subconscious 13-year-old who wrote it. The conscious. Ouch. Sorry, just thought of my age for a second and it just hit me like a freight train. But look. Point is, it was fun in a moment. And we should totally run like instead of D&D, let's run a GURPS game. We should play a GURPS game. Did you know you can get a GURPS character creator on Linux today? GURPS game, and we have, guns, you know, it's like D&D with guns, except it's not D&D because D&D sucks, you know. It's awesome. We'll do it, man. We're making this happen. I believe. I definitely shouldn't have used up all my memories. Rather well, let's just know that. Although I think that's taking me time to adjust to my days being so peaceful. I do miss having a sense of tension in my life. Well, some people just have to live with it, I'm afraid. We're civilians now, we're soldiers. That's true now. In any case, it's an honour to be able to live and work with you in the city you were born, Your Excellency. I don't know. Really would prefer if you addressed me as sir. My apologies, sir. There's no need to apologise. That's something like a translation thing. Richards Donald. Stupid lad. I think you should probably go inside. I'm not sure I'd like to look at the sky. I was leaving some serious trails like that. I have guns, my American jeans have been activated, I'm in. What have I done? Did you know they're actually like coming up with a new version of like the GURPS basic rules? Like a revised version? When were they saying they were doing that? Let me look this up now. GURPS. Tick. Yeah, GURPS 4 revised. Why do I use this stupid browser? Come on. Close it. Tell me now. Oh lordy, it's actually all available. Oh. You can actually get the PDF now. Shipping the book is supposed to begin August 10th. PDF. Oh my. Yeah, I don't know. I think you're talking different language. I'm talking Japanese to be witty, but I don't know enough Japanese to sound like anything more than a caveman. I don't have $100. I don't have $100. Like, I could certainly click pre-order, but it wouldn't go through. I've been foiled. Been utterly foiled. Send that around to people, I think. Something the matter?
Oh, it's nothing much important. I just noticed we seem to have mistakenly received another letter intended for the mayor. It doesn't sound what keeps happening given this building's previous his, but it is a tad troublesome. Better go and deliver to him. Something for him.
Now, sir? Ready to wait? Seems like it's going to start raining.
Not too far, even if it does start raining. Can I ask you to handle a regular post time?
Yeah, yes, of course. Come on, it's $100. That's like 80 quid in real money.
Stay cute.
Dude, I know how far she goes.
Special way you use the intelligence. Itself is a meaningless decoy. The real message is still in how the envelope comes to the landing. Someone from the intelligence division is calling me in hopes of speaking. Likely because they bear a deep-seated resentment toward me.
What happened to Prime Sub? Please, Miss Cash, give me that $9,000 Poker Park Fishing Rally DS test card for that thing. Oh, thank you. That's so nice. See, at least Sparky treats me right. $9,000. Drop in the bucket, Rick. There's someone who might have. Actually, how much is $99 in $99 dollar in right? Right. Oh, it's about £75. I also don't have £75. Still, that's that. Probably sitting outside and weather is so perfect I'm fighting off sleep. I'm not sleeping on the bench. Yeah, no, that's fair. Your life with the rails and man. You know what I wanted to get? Oh, by the way, you're shooting next week. I should be. I'm gonna say it right now. I have no excuse for not streaming next week. This month was like a mixture of super busy and super hot. There was like 1 or 2 technical issues along the way. Next week, next month, next week and next month, nothing is happening. The weather is, at most, as bad as this, and, you know, I'm handling it. Not necessarily very well, but I am handling it. It should just be fine. Unless some genuine act of God shows up. I should just be streaming for the entirety of August on my typical 4-day schedule. Which is why I think I'll be able to beat this game in August, hopefully. Or at least make significant progress on it. And once I've done that, I will probably look into some kind of different streaming schedule. Probably still want to do the 4 days in a row because I like it. Inform Mutual hits up next week. Maybe March, April, No, the chances not. Just making sure you just go MIA all of a sudden. Yeah, sorry, I'm so sorry. Yesterday was like, no, the day before yesterday. The day before yesterday, on Tuesday, I didn't stream because there was so much building work. Like, it was kind of embarrassing on Monday that I streamed a little bit, but then the combination of the heat and the fact that there was just someone dissecting a tree outside just really made it impossible. You done a gorilla stream? What do you mean gorilla stream? You call me a gorilla? I'd like you know I like bananas the normal. But yeah, once I beat this game, I'd very much like to do. First of all, I have some small plans for a crossover stream. Like, I have a friend who does streaming, and I kind of want to browbeat them into playing Fire Emblem, so I'll probably browbeat them into playing Fire Emblem on stream with me, with them, some kind of mutual thing. I don't know how streaming other people works, but yes, some kind of collab stream with one of my are they mod? I don't know. One of my friends. Too much. I mean, a very abrupt stream. Ah, yes, no, that makes sense. Yeah, that might happen. I'd like to do those. The reason I do the fixed schedule is because I don't want to burn myself out. But, you know, I would like to just do more streams when I have nothing to do and just like show up, play a game for an hour or two and then disappear. That would be fine. I just don't know when people are online. Like, I stream at this time because I know you two are online and you two are like my most consistent viewers. Well, that and what's the name of the person with the almost every single stream? Massive disservice, man. Jay? I don't know. The point is that like I would stream more. I just don't want to burn myself out, and I don't necessarily know what kind of content would be good for that kind of thing. Oh, ow! I'm sorry. My husband was like, no, it would be me backseating. They would be sitting at the controls, and I'd be telling them, you know, it would be really funny if you sent your mage to the far left into all those fighters. I guarantee they'll survive. And I'd be like, no, stop it. And I'd be like, no, you really should do this. I know what I'm talking about. And then they do it and they die. I'm like, whoops, luck of the game. Fine pulse. But yeah, I'd like to do some just chatting streams where I just pull up Krita and like draw maybe, or have something in the background idling as I just chat. But the big thing is I don't know when people are online. I don't operate very well on my own. I don't like talking to an empty space. So I'd very much like to have you guys around, but I don't know your schedules. Hell, you guys are in different time zones. Like, I can't work around that. And sometimes you're just not on, which is fine because your life doesn't revolve around me. But also, my life kind of revolves around you. Most consistent viewer, me who joins like twice a week. Yeah. Like, you join about 2 or 3 times a week, sometimes 4 if I'm unlucky. Sparky's about 2 times a week. Jordan or Jaden or whatever. Joins in long spurts and then disappears for a time. Yeah, I don't know. Reaction streams, let's go. Look, okay, so I would do reaction streams if I knew I wouldn't get like axed. My channel is small enough that they can ban me without feeling bad about it. So yeah, I don't really want to do reaction content unless I know it's going to be safe for work and I know that I won't get banned off Twitch, and I don't know those things. I was considering doing a movie react or movie analysis stream. The other day I was like, I need to like work through my viewing backlog, but I've realised that it would mostly just be me staring at the screen silently and now and again pausing and having a tangent. Which is fun, but like, necessarily, that's the problem with being a PNtuber instead of a full-on VTuber of some distinction. Because you can't really see me like nodding my head or shaking my head or rolling my eyes or whatever. You know, you guys should like, you joked about getting me a really expensive cartridge earlier, which was funny. But what you really should do is like pitch it and get me a VTuber model, because I need to make one and I'm not doing it. Oh my god, imagine a stream where I learn how Blender works. Oh my god, that would be so embarrassing. Almost 5 PM for you? Yes, it's 4:45. So, I have dinner at 6. So I have to stop streaming at 6. Last time I didn't, I got into a lot. But yeah, I usually try to stop at 5:30 because that's when I'm too hungry to like consciously talk. But I think that you know, I want to get the function to eat stuff out of you. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't think movie reaction breakdown stream would be an idea. I don't know. I just don't know how dynamic it would be. Is the big thing. Like, first of all, getting banned off Twitch, terrible idea, would kill me. But getting if I streamed like I've got the backrooms, you know, for example, I would watch that if you asked me, hey, after dinner, do a stream right now, do a movie stream right now, I would absolutely just go, okay, let's watch the background movie first time with no context. And it'd probably just be me going like, total cinema sins, Mystery Sightseer 3000, where I'm just like, wow, this guy really went into hell? Is he stupid or something? Why was he walking down the road with good intentions? And like 7 hours ahead of me. Yeah, something like that. My understanding of the global map is correct. Because yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, Ray, you're one of my besties. Ray and Sparky, you two are both my most common viewers, but also my most engaged. You're really easy to talk to. And I was behind. Yeah, so like, I want to stream when I know you guys are awake. I start my streams fairly early to give you time to join, but I also have to stream like fairly late into the day because like, but then Sparky falls asleep, but then Ray falls asleep at the midway to half the end of my stream, and it's like, do I stream earlier? Like, do I start streaming at noon? Because I could start streaming at noon, and like maybe. Like, would you show up then? Would I be more likely to see you? Because honestly, no. People tend to show up at the second half of my stream, which suggests that I should start streaming later in the day. I should start streaming at around my 7 to 8 PM, when I can't stream late into the night because I would disturb people, and also because I like sleeping. Unless you can do 20 minutes animation, 2 hours long. I don't know. I mean, I was way more consistent when I watched you in my college days. Yes, true. Yes, no, that's fair. I don't know, it's hard. I don't know. I don't know. And I can't really coordinate my schedule around. Oh, yeah, also, that's the main thing, right? one of the reasons why I stream during the times I do is also because I know that is generally when Americans are waking up. So my American friends can be on before they go to work and watch me for an hour or two. If I was streaming when my American friends were actually awake, I would be streaming at like 4 in the morning. And I would love to stream at 4 in the morning, but again, I am very noisy. And being noisy at 4 in the morning is a great way to have a neighbor knocking on your door saying, "What the hell are you doing?" It's not my fault that your voice is so soothing and calms down disaster brain enough to get some rest. Frankly, I don't know where it comes from. Thank you. I really haven't calibrated the PNG very well, have I? Whatever. It'll get deleted next week. I saw that my PC, my motherboard, what's it called? See, I'm starting to falter because getting to do it. My BIOS updated, so I can't wait to update my BIOS and like break something important on my computer again. Love it when that happens. I know, like, sometimes I'll be staring at steaming until like 3. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm glad I can help you out there. I'm just going to say it's not delicious. I'll just wait. Damn it! Why can't the Earth just be like nice and flat and everyone has the same time zone? Why just be so practical? You seriously need to flatten the Earth. I'm telling you, flat Earth, orange peel theory. Fund me. Fund me and it will happen. I will make it happen. Peel the Earth like an orange and nothing bad will happen. I'm so making me sleepy. Yeah. It'd be terribly short-sighted of me to say, when do you guys awake? When do you guys awake? When are you guys awake and when should I stream? To entertain you two people like I'm some kind of private gesture. Honk honk. Second back to the movie idea, we could do something like watch party on the weekends or after trip. Big. Yeah, I really am. Yeah, that's a possibility. I mean, I hate watching stuff by myself. It's something I've realized about myself that I'd never really processed before, but I absolutely hate watching media by myself unless I'm really engaged with it. Like, I need to be doing something, and if I'm doing something, I'm not really watching what I'm watching. So if I want to watch something for the sake of watching it, I can't, but hanging out with someone else is doing something. So it counts. That's Hold on, let me get my VR set up real quick. I've made some amazing time improvements on my K-pop Demon Hunters soundtrack. Anyway, besides one. Yeah, I watched Pokemon and I was like, wow, there's so many Pokemon episodes I could be watching. Hold on a minute. I actually don't want to watch any of these. Like, I can't remember where I left off, and I don't want to rerun, like, halfway through a season, because, you know, but I can't really rewatch the whole thing. So I'm, like, just kind of finding a random point and starting from there. I think I was still in Generation 2, but I can't even remember anymore. Half my anime taste comes from watching a friend's face with a taste. Yeah, no, I mean, the main difference is I'm really good at reading manga. Like, that's where a lot of my culture comes from, but anime, yeah, no. Even Discord, yeah, people are using the reply feature. Sadly. Also, my phone is, oh my god, you can fry an egg on this thing. Oh. I need to get a new phone. I need to get a new phone because I'm pretty sure this thing is going to explode on me. So, am I think about? We are in Bosnia now. Bosnia's. Still in the Pokemon I catch is going to be catch 'em if you can. That's kind of depressing compared to gotta catch 'em all. Who else is active in the Discord? Yes, please do. You hang out in the Discord more. I'll try to hang out in the Discord more. We've kind of been stuck in a negative feedback loop where it's a negative, positive feedback. I guess it's a technically positive, but where it's like nobody's active in the Discord, so I'm not active in the Discord. But I'm the reason Discord exists, so I'm not drawing anyone. There's also the fact that they just won't let me like mod it because I lost my account details obviously. So I think I might just have to remake the Discord server, and I do not want to have to do that because there are some pretty damn good memes there. Will you P5X Scotch stop posting? Maybe we can reconsider this. Hey, but if we've got nothing to do, I've been the PC if you're going. Yeah. I'd hang on the PC. I would hang on there. I would do it. I promise. I promise. We just don't. I am bad, I'm naughty. Sorry, how about we all complete this storyline? Oh, by the way, Dolly, I didn't find your blue sky. Yeah, that's fine. I don't post on my blue sky. It's an account I use entirely for following. I don't even like account. I haven't actually accessed it in like a while. I can just follow like Okutuber, Shen Comics, that's about it. It's switching, but it didn't. Maybe I'll share it again later. I don't know. It's again, I kind of created it so I could have a thing where I post publicly, but I just don't have the community where that's necessary. So I mostly just use it to follow our accounts. I didn't really think about this whole Twitch thing seriously enough, did I? Oh look, my controller's not working again. What a shocker. Oh, and I forgot why and it's not now. Oh, I'm dying here. Stupid, I'm dying. Okay, here's the plan. Everyone buys lottery tickets, you give all the money to me, and I use it to win the lottery and buy everything I want forever. A Steam controller, a new phone, I don't know. I mean, streaming non-stop on Twitch is basically taking it. I mean, true, but also non-stop. Like, I'm definitely streaming on Twitch, but there's some stops here. It's not exactly been a smooth ride. My god. What is wrong with you? Please be normal. There we go. Nintendo's control. Richard is soaked through thanks to me.
You, Cinder. Hey, it's good to see you again, Colonel. I'm pleased to see you're still well. Don't know anymore, Cinder. Unless they're saying as much as become a hobby. No one around me seems willing to correct themselves. Of I'm aware, but today I intend to address you as Colonel nonetheless. I called you here because I have something I need to ask you. I hope you can forgive me forcing you to come out with the word support. If you answer your questions, I will. I feel as if you need to hold back on my account. If you can't accept something in the answer, what do you say? I'll get straight to the point. Why did you leave the army behind, Colonel? What happened to your love for the country?
Telling you the end of 24-hour stream. Honestly, 24-hour stream would probably just be a sleep stream. I'm sorry to say. I can't power through. It's difficult for me to power through to 4 hours. You know? Like... Yeah, I'd stream for 4 hours, then I'd go like quiet for like 4 hours, like watch something on my phone or something. You just have to kind of like tolerate it. And then go to sleep for 8 hours, and then for the final 8 hours I'd just be like Warframe or something, I don't know. There will be no 24-hour stream, not unless I get into a really bad caffeine habit. Although I turned 21 with Stretch Lord tickets at 7:43. I'm lucky as hell. Hey, at least you're making money off it. Well, at least you're getting money out of it. Well, at least you're not going zero out of it.
You're at least very pleased to see that. He was an exceptionally capable soldier, even back in the military academy. And had been fortunate of meeting me. It's fortunate being caught up in my foolishness. Probably be a field officer by now. Really sorry about what I did to you. Please don't get me wrong, Colonel. I didn't mean in any way blame you or harbor resentment for what you did. What about was best for the country more than anyone else I know. Your patriotism was genuine and heartfelt. I don't regret following you at all. I'm honored I could. It's only true that do so has become a significant obstacle in my chance of promotion. I couldn't care less about that. As long as I continue to serve in my military, serve the country I love with all my heart, I'm happy. That I harbor no ill feelings towards you regarding the past. But what are you doing now? You still worry for this country's future more than any of us. Cared for it more than any of us. And instead of picking yourself up and trying to work for your nation again, you left the army behind. Now you're running some sort of company that deals with the rich? Just what happened to your patriotism?
A Vine Boom sound effect.
I beg of you, return to the military. You're a capable man. With the skills you would be an asset to the force. That's the way you should be using them. I'm sorry, Cindy. I cannot ever return to the army again. Why? Why, Colonel? You've repented more than enough for your actions. Both General Walken and Brigadier General Bright actively desire your return. I and all the other officers, soldiers in my position, would be overjoyed to have you in our ranks again. And why? Why do you look at me with that sad expression and tell me it's not possible?
Are you two like lovers? Is this a romantic scene? Should I be putting more passion into the words?
Why would you apologize to me? Make no mistake, Cinder. I haven't abandoned my love for my country. It burns as brightly in my heart as ever did. What I did was truly terrible. I organized a coup d'etat, destabilizing this nation, disrupting the lives of countless people. Thanks to the help of all those around me, I was able to realize what a foolish mistake I made. My heart did exactly the same way I always did. Not sure what you mean. In spite of all that happened, my love for my country is unchanged. As if on a blind desire to do anything I can to aid libel, no matter how reckless or dangerous it may be. The same man I was when I plotted that coup d'etat. Not a thing has changed. That thought, Cinder, terrifies me. You leave the military because you much love you. You're saying you left because you still love your country? Forgive me. I have no right to be making excuses for you and trying to justify myself. Not after I dragged all you down with me and ruined your lives forever. Truly I am sorry for what I did to you and all of the others members of the division.
You.
Please don't misunderstand. I didn't leave the army in an attempt to run from my own weakness. Nor did I leave it because I was ashamed of the treatment I received from my action. After what happened, I thought long and hard about what I should have done instead of what I did. Trying to work out where I'd gone wrong. As I did that, I noticed something. Something vitally important I had failed to realize up until that point. After setting up the intelligence division, I began gathering information using it to protect libel. Thinking about it now, I didn't know the first thing about the nature of information at the time. Information isn't something that exists alone. It only exists when people use it and see it as something of worth. Furthermore, the value of that information can change radically depending on the position and perspective of those who look at it. I can't help but wonder if overlooking this simple fact will cause my patriotism to start to become more of a force for harm. Somewhere along the line, I started to believe that the only information I saw as value was of any importance. Just what was it? The result, I ended up wanting power in order to compensate for the weakness of my own heart. Thinking back, I think what I really needed was a different perspective through which to view information. One separate from the military. One that doesn't see a country or people's way of life as a system, or as numbers and absolutes. I needed to be collecting information that was disadvantageous to level 2, rather than cast it all aside. I needed to view us and the surrounding nations in a variety of lights, while collecting a wide variety of information from a freer perspective. Do you believe the company you are running now is capable of doing that? Yes, I do. I can't say for sure this will allow me to avoid repeating my past mistakes. Perhaps there was something more important I should have been doing before giving thought to any of this to begin with. But in the end, I came to the conclusion that libel needs a fresh perspective, and I then resolved to leave the army. If it needs means to gather for me, still, it can make another intelligence division. That's for Brigadier General Bright to worry about, not me. Still, the civilian population is no such group or organization. Never had one. I doubt any in the civilian world has ever thought to create one in order to gather and accurately analyze information either. This is why I, as a civilian like every other, chose to establish RNA research. Believing that I am the right person to be the first to do so.
I thought this was Trails Gotcha. Really? There's a Trails Gotcha? Actually, no, that's
Truly didn't any intent. You. I said there wasn't a part of me that longed to return to my days. That would be lying. But I'm hoping that through this, I'll be able to become another eye by which to support this nation. And I see my current occupation as a new way to show my love for my... I wonder if that makes sense. Howard. No doubt every word you're saying is objectively correct. It's how you've always been. There's never been room in battle for your own cause. Colonel, you're so no longer the man who swore to forge this kingdom's future with his own 2 hands. Goodbye, Colonel. We will never meet again.
I think it's only said.
I've chosen a path I now walk believing to be right, certainly. And I don't know if she... I'm terrified of possibly making wrong. The way that road I walk with me was a great mistake. I don't have to see how that Brigadier General. You're really okay.
Huh?
I have to come out here now.
We should return to the office. We'll catch a call soon.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's just having trouble coming in your life too. He just can't forget the fervent enthusiasm of it. As if he doesn't feel like he belongs in this world that's come after it. That day will eventually come when he will be able to understand it. That's exactly what happened to me, you know.
I suppose. You're right. I'll be going then, Canada?
Yes, sir.
Expecting to sound quite this soaked. Are you alright?
Fine, don't worry about me. This actually brings back fond memories of the survival training I underwent back at the academy. You think you should go and get changed into some dry clothes, sir?
Lorraine never hurt anyone. I don't believe I was half bad at my own survival training.
Even then.
Oh.
Alan did mention he had some information of interest in his report earlier. Perhaps this will use that.
Possible?
Either something has happened over in the Republic. You should change out of that wet shirt. I can see your muscles, sir, and quite frankly, it's making me act something quite unwise.
Yes, it's me.
You please stop calling me that.
That's right. Yes, yes. You still watch anyone there yet, I think. But I'll look into it best I can. Be careful too.
Has something happened?
Another Jaeger Corps has entered the eastern quarter. A sizable one too, the Red Constellation.
Really? There seems to be rather a lot of activity in the Jaeger front of late.
Arrival makes it very likely the power struggle there will begin to worsen too. I doubt the old intelligence division network is going to be sufficient to fully stay on top of the situation. think I may have said that personally. I think it's a good dialogue. That's my dad's thing. About my love for my country. Nothing at all. Is it even possible for me to find and walk my path this time? Is it truly possible for any mortal to forge the correct path through life? I don't know. But I like to try and follow the path I believe in. I try to hope so. Believing in those who support me and work to right our wrongs. Sir? Something wrong, sir? Oh, your hair today? I did tell you you didn't need to come and see me off, you know. You did, but I'm afraid I simply won't do it. Seeing off their superiors is the duty of a subordinate. The military, but it's not wrong with the world we live in. You need to act like a soldier anymore. Oh, and one more thing. Just do take care of things in the office while I'm gone. I think the odds of any large requests you'll struggle to handle without me coming. They low at least, but leave everything to me, sir. Be sure to handle every request that comes in with care and kindness. Along the way, always look forward to taking on small requests too. You'll still be given the same high standard of service as ever. You know me too well. Zeke? What on earth is Julius Spud doing here? Didn't you just sex on the side as if you're a personal property?
Thank you so much!
Come on, Houdini, 3 quid. Wow, that's like... How many Freddos is that? Like... No. I don't know how much Freddo costs anymore. Thanks!
Please, Canada, there's no need to glare at him like that. So please stop calling me Your Excellency.
I didn't notice that with the no touch. No.
What's this? It's to me. This looks like blood from HQ.
Is it military HQ? Why's the Royal Guards carry a Falcon Ring HQ?
No, his Rash is a real slave driver, though. Thank you for delivering, Sieg. No, I accept his...
Sir.
Yourself.
It's never been more remote. Good luck with your little trip. I'd like to know what the Red Constellation is up to too, so appreciate you looking into it.
Honestly, we don't think this information is going to come cheap, Brigadier General.
Fishing by learning the guys. True. Okay. Yeah. I hate having a freezer in a different building than my bloody fridge. I hate having to go on a quest to get ice every time. I just wanted to be there, you know. Oh, covert. Oh, wasn't it that was the one I was looking at? That was the one I was looking for. Yo, we're gonna be so underleveled. Oh, no. Please don't move. Oh, that's still kind of useful. Oh, I would say if anyone had, like, a slot for it. Oh well. Anyway. Now is a good time for me to wrap up stream. I'm exhausted. Frankly, I probably need another shower. And my throat's sore, and I really could do with a different building. Yeah, my fridge is in the shed for some unfathomable reason. We don't have a fridge freezer. We have a fridge in the house, and we have a freezer that's like through a door, down a road. It's just ridiculous. Why are we like this? I just want my ice got, damn it. Oh well. I suppose it's like we have enough space to replace the fridge with the fridge freezer. I don't know why. Just let me add an ice rack, please. Whatever. It makes sense. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see ya when I see ya. Bye! And we seriously do, though, organize a